Paging Aitken Robertson to courtroom number 2. The jury is back with a verdict. Members of the jury, how do you find the accused? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty on all accounts, Your Honor.
Welcome to Legally Speaking. I'm Melanie Fernada, a licensed paralegal at Aitken Robertson, and I'm here today with our associate counsel, Will Hume. Will brings a strong academic background with an honours degree in criminology from the University of Toronto and a law degree from Bora Laskin Faculty of Law. Today we will be discussing the consequences of shoplifting in Ontario, covering everything from potential charges and penalties to long-term impacts on a person's record. Will is here to provide us insights into what individuals need to know if they are facing shoplifting allegations and the legal pathways that's available to them. Will, what are the typical legal consequences for someone who is caught shoplifting, and how do they vary depending on the value of the item stolen?
So with shoplifting, or theft as it's called in the Canadian Criminal Code, there's a variety of legal consequences that could be applied. And these can be found under Section 334 of the Criminal Code. So punishment for theft is directly linked to the value of what is alleged to be stolen. If the value exceeds $5,000, then it is considered an indictable offense, and you could face punishment of imprisonment up to 10 years. If the value of the items that are alleged to have been stolen are less than $5,000, then it could either be an indictable offense where imprisonment is maxed at 2 years, or it could be a summary offense where imprisonment would not exceed 6 months.
So, well, can a shoplifting charge result in a criminal record?
Yes, absolutely. A shoplifting charge can result in a criminal record if someone is found guilty at trial or if they opt to plead guilty. In these situations, be it from a trial or from a plea, you will receive a criminal record.
And then what impact might this criminal record have on future job opportunities or other aspects of life?
With a criminal record, it may be difficult to obtain or keep your employment, especially if you hold a professional license. A criminal record can make it harder to obtain or maintain that license. You might also face difficulties in traveling, namely across the US-Canada border. And you might also be barred from certain volunteer opportunities, particularly ones that require a vulnerable sector check or a police check. So while it's unlikely, it is also possible that a criminal record could affect proceedings in other areas of law. For example, the presence of a criminal record might be considered by a judge who is determining custody and access of a child in family court. More generally, it could also impact the court's perception of a parent depending on the circumstances. For example, a one-off theft from a decade ago with no other record would have much less of an impact than if the person were to have a long history of repeated thefts.
And then what are the potential fines or restitution orders that a person might face if they are convicted of shoplifting?
So this can depend on a variety of factors, ranging from the value of the stolen items, whether the individual has an existing criminal record, and even the jurisdiction. Sometimes the offender may be required to pay money in the form of a fine or what's referred to as restitution. Now, restitution involves paying the victim back for the value of the stolen goods. And depending on the circumstances of the case, the amount can range from a couple hundred to a couple $1,000s. Now, fines and restitution orders are often used in combination with other forms of sanctions like community service or probation.
Are there any rehabilitation or diversion programs that's available for first-time offenders?
Yes, so first offenders could potentially have rehabilitation or diversion programs offered as a way to resolve their case. Rehabilitation can come from partaking in counseling or education programs. With shoplifting, it could be something like the Stop Shop Theft program. It can also come in the form of community service, where an offender is required to partake in some sort of community engagement activity.
How might participating in such a program affect the outcome of a person's case?
So these programs can be offered as a way to resolve the case for first-time offenders. With a minor crime like shoplifting, diversion or rehabilitation can be applied instead of having the case work its way through the legal system. This would help save on costs and resources for both the alleged offender and the court itself.
And then how can a person who has been accused of shoplifting defend themselves in court?
So one route for defense is to prove that there is a mistake of fact. To commit the offense of theft, it must be proven beyond a reasonable doubt that the accused individual has stolen an item without the color of right to that item. So in that way, you could argue that there was a mistake of fact where you reasonably believed that something was yours or that you had a color of right to it.
And then what other strategies do you think might help reduce or avoid penalties?
A way to reduce or avoid penalties could also be something like upfront work. If the offender engages in some sort of program designed to help tackle the issue of shoplifting, this could help sort of reduce their case or reduce the penalties that would come with a conviction.
Well, thank you so much, Will, for joining us today and having a discussion about shoplifting and the charges. And thank you to everyone else for joining us on the Aitken Robertson YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and take care. Thank you for tuning in to Legally Speaking, proudly brought to you by Aitken Robertson Criminal Defence. We represent clients facing criminal charges all over Ontario, providing you with legal support and dedicated advocacy. If you enjoyed this episode and want to see more content, please like and subscribe to our channel. For more information, visit our website. We also offer free books on various types of criminal charges, which you can request on our website or by using the QR codes on your screen now. For legal assistance, call us today or visit our website to request a meeting with one of our experienced lawyers or licensed paralegals. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on Legally Speaking.